Hello. Greetings and peace to everyone. Welcome. This is our Sovereign Sunday connection, link up, just touching base with each other. So, for those of you who were, listening to just a couple seconds of songs, that music actually was, I was actually looking for, some no music, but I really enjoy black violin, so I was just playing a little bit of that. But let's jump in. Let's dive right in. So today we're going to continue with the theme of dips and summer parties and summer events, just everybody's hankering to be outside a little bit. But most importantly, everyone, I think, is really considering, being able to create experiences so that, like you connect again. You can connect with family members and friends. Because, a lot of people have been inside for so long. So I want to make it easy for you. I want to make it easy for anyone who wants to create a veggie platter, a crudite, anything that is simple but full of flavor and variety. So I thought that I would share my twist on pumpkin pie. And so my twist on pumpkin pie is called Savory Pumpkin Pie. Now, today, because it's summer, we're using a butternut squash actually, but you can, if you have pumpkin in your area, if you have pumpkin wherever you are, please feel free to use it. All right, please feel free to use it. Butternut squash or pumpkin is the major ingredient here. So what I did was I soaked and scrubbed the outside and steamed, right, the whole thing. Now, if you're going to steam and you have a lot of seeds in yours, because of the shape of mine, I used the very top. So I did not have seeds, but if you had seeds, you could add them. Or you can, gut the pumpkin or gut the squash. Many people do. And I kept the skins on, all right? So I'll just add this to my blender. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, what are the spices, considering the title of our delicious dish is savory pumpkin pie. Well, so I had the inspiration to actually recreate a pumpkin pie because I couldn't stop thinking about what pumpkin cheesecake would taste like, which I tried and it was very good. Sweet, but also very tangy and lots of heavy flavors. So I decided, well, couldn't I make a pumpkin pie with all of the pumpkin pie flavors, but add some kick to it? Add a kick of cayenne and a kick of savoriness, tanginess, right? So, and this was for a vending opportunity that I think it was for what was it was a health symposium in Brooklyn. And so, when I created, I said, well, maybe let's see how many people actually like it. So I gave away samples, and people really, really enjoyed the twist on the pumpkin pie. So I hope you enjoy the twist on it as well. All right. So again, I have pumpkin steamed. You can probably use half a pound. You don't need to, or a quarter of a pound. It depends on how much you want to make. I like to make a lot. I like to make big batches and store it so that way I have all strong. All right. I have one jalapeno here. If you really like intense heat, you do not have to remove the seeds. I really like to remove the seeds because seeds can have they can have a very uncomfortable effect on the digestive system and on the gut for many people. So removing seeds is very helpful. But if you want a lot of heat and the seeds don't particularly bother you, you can keep them in. I also have, I'll put my jalapenos aside, my extra jalapeno. I also have what's called pimento peppers. So pimento peppers are full of flavor, right? We've used this before. I'm using two, but if you really want a really intense flavor without heat, extra heat, you can use four. All right, you can use four, but this seasoning is a key ingredient. Garlic. No, I mean I have three cloves here because I want to make a larger batch. But if you're making a small batch, you're only using a quarter of a pound of pumpkin, steamed pumpkin. You probably only need two cloves, two small cloves. But if you like fresh raw garlic in your dishes, then please feel free to use as many cloves as you like. Sometimes the raw garlic can be very strong and overpowering and bitter as well. And it leaves a strange, strong taste at the back of your throat. So that might be something you want to, you want to consider if you have to share these goodies and all of the goodies that I like to share with you all. I share it so that you could share it with others too. All right. So you may want to think about that. I have a blend or mixture here of spices, right? And this is not the pumpkin spice, but these are seasonings. So I have a little bit of turmeric because the butternut squash did not have an intense yellow as the pumpkin does. So I wanted to add just a little bit of natural coloring to, jazz up the tone of the dip when I'm done. So I added that along with some black. If you look closely, you'll see some little flecks in there. That's dried black garlic. I have a little bit of salt, and I included some cayenne. So here comes, well, let's do the yeast. So I have some nutritional yeast. If you are not a fan of nutritional yeast, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do use it because it gives intense cheesy flavors to some of the items we make, but it's not something that we use every day. Use it sparingly, or if you want to use it one time, every couple of strongs, every couple of weeks. For those of you who may not understand when I say strong, um, and you every couple of weeks you want to use, um, a couple tablespoons in one dish. That's fine. Just make sure you drink water and you flush your system accordingly, right? Because especially for the sisters, you want to ease up on the nutritional yeast, not too much, but it does give an intense cheesy flavor, and so you want to include it in this one. So these are all savory types of flavors. The last bit I have here is my spices. So you can use a pumpkin spice blend actually, or you can, if you have, and I have all the powders. I have the nutmeg, the clove, and cinnamon. So here I have nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon powder. You can make the flavors more intense or mild depending on what you're looking for. So I don't always give measurements because you have to taste food. You have to taste it to make sure the flavors are balanced and you like the balance, you know, and you'll enjoy the flavors, right? The combination of flavors. If you're not sure about this one, make a small batch and test it to see how you like it. But again, you have to augment, you have to add, maybe you have to take away a little bit. Remember though, when you add, you can't take away. So it's really important to use some of your intense flavors sparingly. All right, so these are all of the various ingredients. I'm going to add them to my very powerful blender, which you boom, it's sitting right here. You can't see the whole thing, but that's fine. And I have a platter already prepared. That way I can just add my dip to my bowl. So I'm gonna add my seasonings first, of course, and I like to add those first because they're just softer. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my pumpkin. Yeah, my jalapeno just fell. But that's okay. All right. I always say, you know, a powerful blender is a great investment, excellent investment. All right. So if you don't necessarily have a powerful blender, maybe you want to consider getting one. And I'll talk a little bit later on. Maybe in August, I'll talk about some of the equipment that we utilize, or some of the equipment you would need if you want to transition into a high raw or a complete strict vegan diet, right? Or lifestyle, rather. All right, getting ready. So I blended mine to a cream. I know you're probably saying, oh, well, you didn't use yours. I already added them to the blender. Yep, I did. I cheated. Okay, so I did. Um, and so that makes it easy for us to just zoom through this, right? Um, I wanted to show you the texture, so I'll dip using my trusty spatula. Listen, these things can go inside of just about any corner, any crevice, any type of jar or container. They are awesome. So I always use these, and I have a different one for savory versus sweet, because sometimes the flavors can stay on these, and you don't want to transfer savory, spicy, garlicky flavors to your desserts. All right. So I have more than one of these, and I use each for different types of foods. All right. So I'm just gonna pour it out. I want you to see the consistency, right? It smells so divine. It smells good. Now, the consistency is very smooth and very creamy. It's almost, it's not as thick as I would like it to be, but the good thing about it is I have more pumpkin. So what I will do is later on, I will actually add some more of the pumpkin. It smells so good. And I'm going to taste it. So let me put away my blender, put it to the side. All right. So the consistency is, I don't know if I need to, can you see it if I hold it up to the camera? Maybe you can. Let me see. All right, there you go. I can figure out the whole thing. So that bright light is much brighter, but you can see the consistency. It is very smooth, and if I for a dish like this, you can add a little bit of basil or cilantro just to add some color to the top. But I have a plate already made. All right, so this is a nice typical veggie platter that you can use for entertaining guests. This is actually a great idea for even just simple dinner. On this plate, I have rings of peppers. I have some wedges of zucchini, and I love garden squash. I really love garden squash, and especially during the summer. Very light, all right, and they're in abundance, and they're also extremely affordable. So you can buy them, and you can make the noodles that we learned how to make a couple moons ago, right? I added red peppers here, and I can add anything to this to decorate. I can put a pepper in here, just about anything. I could actually utilize one of these in here. So get creative, enjoy. I really hope you enjoy this particular flavor combination. I'll taste it just so you all can see it's really good. And I know some of you actually ventured out to um, to try our last dip, and I'm glad the reviews were great. For those of you who tried it, you did get back to me. You let me know. We posted a few just reviews, so to speak, and I really appreciate those of you who try or just try our creations and really enjoy them, and you share, and you add to the comments below. You let us know if you have questions about any of the ingredients or any of the steps involved. All right. I am going to try it. I think I would like to have some more. Um, I think I would like to have a little bit more of the, it's so good, of the cayenne, because I love pepper. I really love pepper. So I'm going to try it. Woo! The cinnamon with the clove and the nutmeg, it just takes you down pumpkin spice lane. But then the tanginess of the because I added a little bit of lemon juice. That's what I missed, right? I missed that one at the beginning. I added a little bit of lemon juice. You can add a whole lemon if you like. And so the tanginess of that, along with the peppers and the what is it, a nutritional yeast, there's a nice cheesy flavor going on in here. So I will let you try it. Let me know if you like it. And I will see you all again for another Sovereign Sunday demo. We are doing this every Sunday. We're going to have a demo for you. And if you don't make it, guess what? You can go back to all of the other video content that we have, explore some of the bills and the conversations that we've had during our midday motivation, or you can review one of the videos, the raw food videos, and try it again. Put your own spice to it, add your own flavors to it. All right, peace and power to you all. Thank you so much. Wellness is yours. And don't forget, if you want to create any of these dips and you want the recipe, please reach out to me. Sometimes I have a lot at time, and I actually create recipe cards and I share them and I send them out, because I know sometimes it's hard. You want to have something really fancy, something really quick. You can look at the ingredients and boom, you can grab them and get yourself in order and prep the item. So if it is something that you would like, please let me know. Send me a DM, place it in the comments below, and visit our website. Explore the blogs. Give us feedback about the blogs and the current podcast that we've been sharing, and just connect. All right? Peace and power. Wellness is yours. Come back on Sunday.